Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video doing an unboxing, setup, and review of the Delton 12 series ergonomic vertical mouse, which is in this box right here. This is a product that I actually received from the company for review in this video. And so what we'll do in this video is we'll go over the packaging, the general features of the mouse. We'll take it out, show you what it looks like up close. Then I'll walk through setting it up with my M1 MacBook Pro with my current desk setup. And then we'll discuss its general functionality and provide an overall review. As always, if you're interested in potentially purchasing this, I'll leave links in the description below. Okay, so this is the Delton 12 series ergonomic vertical mouse. Currently you can get this on Amazon for $35. This is going to come in 3 separate versions. I'll show you it on the packaging, but basically there's going to be a rechargeable version, there's going to be a wireless AAA battery version, and then there's going to be a wired version, so you can pick based on your personal preference as far as kind of what you're looking for. But the main features of this is it's going to be a vertical design, which is more ergonomic for your wrists, so it's less likely to cause like carpal tunnel or irritation with prolonged use. This is going to have a USB 2.4 gigahertz receiver that you'll plug into your laptop or whatever you have. This is compatible with PC, Mac, laptop, Chromebook, really pretty much everything on the market. The main features that they list on here is it's a wrist protecting design. It has CMOS sensors, 6 button functionality, USB connector, and it's adjustable DPI, which is pretty cool. I always like that with my current mouse as far as the DPI settings. And it shows you a picture, and then here it shows kind of different factor or kind of varieties that they have. So they have a rechargeable version, the AAA battery version, and a USB wired version, and that's really it as far as the packaging. Nothing crazy beyond that. It's really small, compact as far as the overall construction of the packaging. So we'll take a look at what's in here. So you're going to have most likely the mouse, and then there's a little warning here. So it says that basically, if you have any issues with connectivity or any issues, just reach out to the company, so that's always nice. And they've got some troubleshooting steps. I'm not going to go over that right here for now, but we'll take the mouse actually out of the packaging and we'll take a look at it. So let me zoom in on the camera. So this is what the mouse looks like. So it's a pretty cool, unique design. So it's basically a vertical design that has your traditional left and right mouse button along the right aspect of it. And so you've got the clicker here, you got the clicker here, and then you've got a roll ball with a clicker in the traditional format on the side here. And then you've got 2 separate buttons on the side over here, and that's pretty much it as far as the functionality. So you've got 2 separate buttons on the side, you're gonna have the 2 traditional ones, and then the roller ball with the click roller ball, and then on the bottom here is going to be a laser sensor that is the functionality. Additionally, on the bottom here, I believe, I haven't looked at this, but this should be where the USB sticks in, and so that's what you see here. So this allows you to connect to pretty much anything that has a traditional USB-A port, and it plugs directly in here and pops out. So that's pretty cool there. And then from here, I can't really see what it says. Oh, that's the on-off switch right here. So that allows you to turn it on and off on the bottom here. So that's it as far as the overall design. It's a nice like matte finish, very well like feeling in your hand. It's a soft touch. The vertical component, I've never used a mouse in this format, so I'll have to try it out and test it out. The fact that you can scroll this way, and kind of click and move, it's different, but it's a unique design. I could see how it's more ergonomic as compared to the traditional mouse, because basically this is my Logitech G305. This puts your wrist directly on the ground and you have to maneuver this way and the side, so you have a lot more wrist flexion and extension, versus by doing this with the vertical design, you basically have your wrist flush against the ground, and you can basically support it all the time, and you can just slide as a unit with your wrist rather than having to like flex, extend, and cause wrist irritation with time, which is much less likely to cause carpal tunnel along your wrist, because the main area where you'll have carpal tunnel is kind of along here where the nerve comes throughout. So by having less irritation over time, you're less likely to kind of cause problems with that aspect, and it'll be much more ergonomic. And so what we'll do now is I'm just gonna set up as far as connecting this to my MacBook M1 MacBook Pro desk setup, and we'll walk through the steps as far as doing that. Additionally, I'll have to figure out what they do with this cable as far as connectivity. I don't really see any clear connection here, so I'll have to look at the manual and figure out the setup of connectivity, but we'll do that now. Okay, sorry for the weird angle, but we'll walk through doing the setup. So currently I have the Logitech G305 with the connector. This setup is really easy for this. All you have to do is take out the current USB stick that you used for that connector. You'll take the USB out of the bottom of the Delton vertical mouse, which is a little bit difficult. It's just kind of stuck in there, which is probably better so it doesn't fall out. Then what you do is you just plug this into whatever USB connection you have for your setup. For me, this connects directly to my LG monitor, so it's very easy. And then the main thing here is just making sure that you power on the actual mouse, and immediately it actually recognized it. So you can see that the mouse is moving fine, no issues there. And so what I'll do is I'll just maneuver through this. So as far as the maneuverability, it maneuvers fine, it tracks fine, it clicks without any problems. There's no problems there. So it responds without any problems whatsoever. The vertical component is a little bit different, where your wrist is kind of maneuvered this way, so it's something that you might have to adjust to over time as far as getting used to. But compared to the traditional mouse, it does seem a little bit more ergonomic as far as the vertical position, and being able to maneuver your hand to the side and kind of things like that. As far as scrolling, you can scroll easily with the middle finger along the side here, so you can scroll up, down, and maneuver that way. And let me see the right click feature. So the angle's a little bit weird, so it's kind of getting used to it. So yeah, so you can right click, no problems whatsoever. And then let me see if the built-in settings if there's built-in settings on these other side buttons. It doesn't seem the case that they're set up as far as the side, so I'll have to figure that out. So that's it. Additionally, it does come with a cable here. So actually this is a USB to USB-C cable, and so what you can actually do is create a wired connection. So by plugging this into your USB port, there's actually a port directly on the front of the mouse right here that you can plug in directly, so you can make this into a wired version where it's charging. When it's charging there, it will convert over to a blue color, and it shows that it's charging that way. And you can and currently it's not functioning when you have it that way, so let me see if you have to just set it a different way. So when you have it in a charging form, it cannot function, so it's only going to be charged that way, but this cable does not function as far as input, so you only can use the dongle in the wireless version. So we'll just switch this back this way real quick. And so immediately once it's on, it's plugged on, it immediately pairs. I didn't have to go through any settings as far as on my computer identifying this, so with the M1 MacBook Pro, there's no issues there. Additionally, this card that they included did list some information as far as when you first start. So it says that charge the mouse for at least 2 hours when you first use it, remove the USB dongle from the underside of the mouse, click on for the mouse, then the red sensor light will turn on, plug in the dongle to your PC your laptop, it'll recognize it, and then you can use the mouse. So that's it. I'll have to mess with the other settings, see the customizability, but this is the Delton 12 series vertical mouse. It's definitely more ergonomic compared to a traditional mouse. It is a little bit different as far as the use and kind of functionality, but it connected without any issues to my laptop and my M1 MacBook Pro desk setup, which is really cool, unique. I'll say that as compared to other mouse, it doesn't click as much on these side buttons here as far as like the functionality. It doesn't have as much like a responsiveness, so that's something I would have to get used to as compared to my Logitech, which clicks and you can have a sound appearance. But it's like a very streamlined, like nice feel for a mouse. So what I'll plan on doing is I'll use this over the upcoming kind of like weeks and so, switch over to this, see if I run into any issues, then I'll do a follow-up video on the Delton 12 series, give you some feedback. But this is the Delton 12 series ergonomic mouse. It's on Amazon for about $35. If you have questions, comments, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching and have a great day.